Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Pickle Vision. Welcome to the weekly live stream that is the Dream Team live stream. Welcome, everybody. I hope you're all well. Thanks very much for tuning in this evening. It's lovely to see you all here. We're going to do something a little bit different this evening. We are going to be... Sorry, I'm looking over here as well. Normally I have Streamlabs over here, so I look at everything, but it's over here today because on this screen we have... Overboss, the demo that is available on Steam at the moment. Now, that's what we're going to be playing tonight because I got this game for Christmas. I got the board game version for Christmas of this game, and I have played more Overboss since Christmas than I have played 40k in the last 2 years. So, I mean, to be fair, that's not saying a lot. But I've really enjoyed playing it. It is a really cool board game, like tile building. You'll see when we get to playing this, and they are now doing a digital version. The demo is on Steam at the moment. I think full release is expected for Q2 this year. So I just want to show it off because I really like this game. I like the board game. It's based on the same sort of characters and art style as Boss Monster. If any of you have played the card game, it's made by Brotherwise Games. So that's what we're playing tonight. We're just going to play some Overboss on Steam. We're going to see what sort of score I can get. If any of you guys, I think you can do multiplayer. I think the demo does work for multiplayer, so I'm going to have a look at that. If it does, then if any of you guys want to play against me, the demo is free on Steam at the minute, so just let me know and we'll try and sort that out. But before we get into all that, before we get started playing and having a lovely time and having fun, let's have a quick look through the chat and see who we've got with us this evening. So, from the top, we've got Mr. Richard Smith. Good evening, buddy. Welcome to the stream. Thanks very much for tuning in. I did see you briefly on Dan's stream earlier. I popped it on for a little bit. More on that in a little bit. But welcome to the stream. Thanks for tuning in. We've got Dean Paints Things. Thanks very much for joining us, buddy. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're well. We've got Cat Cave Hobbies. Guten Tag. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're well. Thanks very much for tuning in. It's lovely to see you. We've got Uncle Fatwig. Thank you very much for joining us, buddy. Hope you're well. We've got Ravensrook Miniatures. Woo, let's go. Let's go indeed. Welcome to the stream, dude. Hope you're well. Thanks very much for tuning in. We've got Wayland's Wandering. Thanks very much for joining us, buddy. Welcome to the stream. You know, my throat has been playing up quite a lot today. Wayland's Wandering, welcome to the stream, bud. We've got Pirate Queen Pickle all the way from the other room, vaguely awake. Welcome to the stream. We've got Graham Rigg, welcome to the stream, bud. Thanks for joining. Comfy Socks, welcome to the stream. Comfy Socks, go and check out Comfy Socks' Etsy store for some fantastic stickers and things. But yeah, welcome to the stream, everyone. Thanks very much for tuning in. Lovely to see you. If you want to support us, check out Patreon is the main thing. Otherwise, check out our affiliate links down below. All that good stuff. If you want to get more involved in what we do, check out the Discord server. Check out the main channel, obviously. If you want something silly to listen to, go and listen to the podcast that me and Elston do, which is Wargamers Anonymous. That's about it. That's all the plugs. It doesn't look like we've got any mods with us tonight. Everyone must be busy doing other stuff, so that's fine. We'll just have a chilled out stream today. And if I need to do any links, then I'll have to do it myself. But yeah, welcome to the stream. So yeah, tonight we're going to be playing Overboss. We're just going to have a lovely time just playing that. You are a mod, but you're also likely to be asleep again in half an hour, so. Pickle says 40k is rubbish and board games are better. Everyone cancel Warhammer Plus subs. My Death Guard are already in the bin. No, what I said is I've played more Overboss. Like, I like 40k, I love wargaming and stuff, but board games are that... There's something different in there. Like board game, miniatures games, tabletop games and board games are different. And this is one that I have played loads with Wendy. I have played it with Alfie as well. Alfie absolutely loves this game as well. And we've had a lot of fun playing it. So yeah, I'm looking forward to showing you guys. Like I said, I've not actually got it out. I put it away earlier because it was on the floor over here. Because I had to get it out the other day. But yeah, I've got the box version. I've got like all the extras and stuff for it as well, which is really cool, like extra tiles and bits and pieces. I have had a game of this. Like I played one game the other night on Monday night after finishing D&D at like midnight. I downloaded the demo while we were playing D&D because I'd seen it had gone live, and I played one quick game just to see how it controlled on here. Controls fine. It's really, really cool. So I'm looking forward to showing you guys. But I hope you guys are all right. I have been very, very busy. Before we start playing, we'll just have a bit of a chat. We'll have a bit of a catch-up. So I've been very busy with work. It has meant that I am not as active on Discord and stuff throughout the day. Because I'm at work, which, you know, is fairly standard for most people anyway. So it just means I've not been quite as active. For that, I apologise. I hope you understand that I'm not able to be on as much. And then normally I would be on more in the evenings, but this last week I have just been super busy getting building and painting done for the video that is going to be coming out on Saturday. Just because I have really needed to get stuff done. I only finished building everything on Thursday or Friday night last week. And then basically just hammered painting it over the weekend. I have really gone to town. I'm surprised I've got it all done, if I'm honest, and I'm really happy with it. That video will be out on Saturday. The video itself is pretty much done. I've got a couple of little things to finish after the stream tonight, and then that will be getting uploaded ready for Saturday. But yeah, it's really cool. I can't tell you what it is, but it's a really cool project. I'm really happy with it, and I hope you guys are looking forward to it. As well as all of that, I've been working on the life-size terrain project that is theatre scenery for my theatre group's upcoming show that Wendy is in. I'm helping build the scenery for that, and I'm making a video to go alongside it because I thought it's actually quite a cool project to document in that way. So I've been working along that as well. I've got a whole load of stuff planned for next week. I'm planning on getting some filming done tomorrow because today I received in the post the new Convict Orange spray from Colourforge to go along with all of the other Colourforge sprays that I've got. I really need to find a better storage system for my sprays. I need somewhere to put them really because I must have 60 plus sprays just here at the moment. I've got a stupid amount. So I'm planning on doing a little bit of filming with that tomorrow night. Just because probably just for a YouTube short. It'll not be a full video. Just to show off that and paint something. I've got a Vertan model that I'm going to do. I am going on a super cool project trip video filming on Monday. It's half term next week up here in the Yorkshire. So Monday I am off out to film on location. I'm really looking forward to that one, and I hope you guys will enjoy it when it comes out. I'm not going to tell you what it is because surprises and all that. But that one's going to be a fun video. Hopefully, like I say, the life-size terrain video shouldn't be too long, and I've got a couple of other big projects planned. One of them is Star Wars, although that's been planned for a while and it keeps getting pushed back. But it is going to happen at some point. We've had a few other people join the chat. Who else do we have? Frandog99, good evening, buddy. Welcome to the stream. We've got Tabletop Ready Minis. Thank you for tuning in. We've got Lapunu. Thank you very much for joining us, buddy. Welcome to the stream. Monkeyboy7, welcome to the stream. Hope you're well. Thank you very much for tuning in, each and every one of you. No, I'm not off to Warhammer World on Monday. I wish I was filming at Warhammer World. That'd be cool. But it is equally cool, I think. Personally, I think. Al Ritchie, welcome to the stream. Hope you're well. Thanks for tuning in, bud. So loads going on. I've just had busy between like D&D, committee meetings for theatre group, building the big terrain project for them, scenery project, sorry. Getting this video done, getting other bits and pieces done. I've just been non-stop. So I really do apologise for that. On the plus side, there's been some other cool stuff that's come out of collabs with people. The most recent being one that my Patreons, or the Loki Lover Patreons, will be getting some point soon. And that is some STL files. Today, Dan from the Lion's Tower has been sculpting live on stream a couple of models of me and some models of Loki. You've got me doing finger gun purrs in my ripped jeans and my leather jacket and my majestic hair, and you've also got me laid down sexy purrs, and then you've got there's a couple of Loki as well. He's finalising those, going to get the files over, so if you're a Loki lover Patreon member or above, you will get those STL files to use to your heart's content, as well as my head separately as well. So if you want to use me on Stormcast or Space Marines or Dark Eldar or whatever, you can put my head on and you can have me in your army now. So look forward to those. It's one of those things I've wanted to do for a while, and massive thank you to Dan from the Lion's Tower for doing that today. It's really, really cool. I think he's also going to be putting me in with his City Guard, or is it City Guard, or one of his factions that for his STLs that he does. The one that Spud and Elster are in, it's like City Guard or Town Guard or something. He's going to be putting me in that as well. So if you're on his Patreon, you'll get that version of me as well in all the armor and stuff, which is cool. Hope all is good and settling down for you with work, etc. Yeah, work is going really well. I'm absolutely loving it. It's just been really busy in the daytime because I'm at work, so I've not been on Discord as much. And then in the evenings where I would be on Discord and stuff, I've just been so busy this last week or so. I've just not had a chance to have 2 minutes to look at stuff like that. So looking for, I'm relaxed a little bit now because the video's pretty much done. I've got tomorrow evening as a little bit of wiggle room to get a bit of extra stuff done for a short to go out. So I'm happy to just sit and chill and play some video games tonight. And on that topic, we're going to play some video games. So I've turned the music off on the game just because, to be fair, there's not a lot of music. It's kind of sort of background stuff. So I've turned the music off just so that that's not distracting. We can have our music on. So this is Overboss. The idea of the game, it is a map building game. You have either a 3x4 or a 4x4 board, depending on what size game you want to play. And you pick various tiles that are all different terrain types, that all score differently. I'll explain those as we start playing. And there are also monster tokens which go on top of the tiles and again score your points for depending on what combination they're in. So we'll go through that when we start playing. You can play this against each other with other people. So me and Wendy and Alfie have been playing it a lot. But there is also a solo mode where you basically just like a high score type thing. There's a campaign type thing as well. I don't know if that's on this demo yet or not. But there's a campaign where you have different objectives that you can try and do as well, which is pretty cool. So we're going to start playing. Now, I need to load up Twitter in a minute because one of the guys that works at Brotherwise, or one of the founders of Brotherwise, put out a tweet earlier saying, challenging people to try and beat his score with a certain combination of tiles and stuff. So we'll try and do that later on and see if we can. Snap, I love Boss Monster. Didn't know they did a video game. So Overboss is a board game, which I've been playing since Christmas, Mr. Gertie. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Yeah, I got it for Christmas. I've been playing it since Christmas. Absolutely loved it, and they're just about to release the full digital version on Steam. This is just the demo for Overboss, but it is based on the same characters and art style and stuff as Boss Monster, which I absolutely love. So we'll go for a new game. So there is multiplayer online. So if anyone does want to have a game, if it piques your interest, the demo is free. Log on to Steam. Let me know, and we can do that live on stream. But I'll just do a solo high score for now. So I'm going to randomize selection of tiles. These are all the different tile types. So when you hover over them, why isn't my Streamlabs capture updating? I wonder if Right, okay. You're a free demo. Brilliant. Cheers, Dan. I wonder if I need to do... If I do this instead... And then... Sorry about this. This is super professional. There we go. There we go. That'll do. And we'll get rid of that one because... are you using window capture or game capture, and is it running in full screen? It's running in full screen. I was using game capture, so I thought it'd capture the entire game, but as soon as I opened a menu on it, it just didn't do that. It just stayed on the main menu. But it was fixed now. We're sorted. Here you can see if you hover over the different terrain types, it tells you how they score. We'll randomize it, and I'll explain the ones that we get. So we've got camps, castles, clouds, desert, and swamps, which is good. We'll play on 4x3 because that's a smaller game, or a regular size game. We'll play with bosses as well because they add a randomized selection from our boss, which basically just gives you like a special move that they can do and an extra scoring thing at the end. So this boss that I've got, I can discard and restock all terrain tiles in the market. And I score +3 for each separate group of exactly 3 tiles of the same terrain type. It's not a great one because I've got deserts and they score by having loads together, but we'll make it work. So what you get when you play this game is you get a load of this, which we'll ignore. So this is your map. This is exactly the same for the board game version. You have tiles, and you have these tiles down the side. You have, which is the market. So you have. Let me just move this that way slightly because we don't really need what's on the right hand side. So you get these. So you get the tiles down the side, which you see there's a tile and a minion. In the market, there's 4 on there. Now, when you're playing solo, basically, when you have a turn, the 2 closest to the top, so these top 2 will be taken out, and you'll get fresh ones in. When you play in multiplayer, you'll alternate picking, and that's how you get rid of them and get new stuff in. So what you do is you pick a tile and the token, and then you pick where you want to put the tile, and the token can either go on that, or it can go on a different tile if it's got an open space, or it can go in your layer, which is down here. So swamps score 1 point each, and then they score an extra point if they are next to another swamp, and then they score an extra point if they are next to water. So they can score up to 3 points if you position them properly, which is pretty good. Deserts score 0 points if you just have 1 desert, 2 points if you have 2 deserts connected, 6 points if you have 3 deserts connected, 12 points for... You get the idea. They're numbered on the bottom there to see how many points you score, how many you've got connected. And then we've just got 2 other swamps. So choices here. So because we have... I need to sneeze. Oh, excuse me. Because we've got the boss that scores us +3 for each group of exactly 3 tiles, I don't really want to go for deserts because they score more points. Actually, no, do you know what? We'll go for a desert because if you can get 5 deserts, that's worth more points than 3 groups of 3, which gets you an extra 9 points, if that makes sense. So we'll go for a desert, so we'll pick that one, and then you just pick where you want it to put it. Now, deserts just score points based on what they're connected to. It doesn't matter where you put them. So for now, we don't have caves, so I'm going to put it there. So that goes in there. I don't know how loud that was for you guys. I'm hoping not too loud. And then it's put this down here. You can't end your turn with a monster in your layer if you've got an open tile. So I'll pick that one, and that can go on there. That's a mini boss. That's why it's got a little number 2, because they're just worth 2 points each. So we've done that. Now we end his turn, and that will restock the thing, and we get some new stuff. So we've got more swamp. We've got another desert. So I'm going to pick... I'll pick the desert again, and we'll put that one there. Again, how you score points with the minions and the monsters and stuff is you make rows of them that are matching, and also extra points if they match the terrain type that they're on. Doesn't matter too much for this. You get portals and abilities and things that you can move them around later, so if you put them on stuff where they don't match, you can always change that a little bit later. So we'll end that. We'll see if we get anything that's not a swamp. We've got camp. Camps are quite good if you can get a few of them. And there's a portal with this camp as well, which could be quite good. Or we could go for some swamps. If we got a line of 3 swamps down here, that would score us an extra 3 points as well from our boss score. And they'd all be next to each other and next to water. So I'm going to go for a swamp and put that there. Because I know that that top space is what's empty. So I know that I can get this swamp and that one next. Because they all move up one. Right, I'm not really bothered about getting castles, although that one would be worth 4 points. Castles, you score 2 points for the castle, and then an extra 2 points if it's got a vampire on it, which is its own monster type. So that could be good, worth 4 points. Yeah, we'll go for the castle. We'll put that over there. And we'll put the vampire in it. So there we go. We've got another swamp, and that one's got a swamp minion on it as well, so we'll definitely have that. There we go. What we'll do, we'll take this castle, and hopefully we'll get a portal at some point. We'll put that on there. Hopefully we'll get a portal at some point so we can swap these 2 minions round so that they're on the matching tile types. We've had so much fun playing this game since we got it. Oh, there we go. There's the last swamp that we wanted. There we go. That can go down there. I'll put the mini boss on there. We've had a lot of fun playing this since Christmas. There's like all sorts of different tiles. There's all sorts of extra like bonus cards you can use as well. We'll take that. Put that down there. And again, we'll put that on there. Yeah, there's loads of bonus cards and bonus tile types and stuff which are pretty cool to play with. Score in weird ways. Like I say, Alfie absolutely loves this game. Thinks it's brilliant. We want another 2 deserts, so we'll take that one. And I guess we'll put the mini boss up there. It's more fun when you're playing it multiplayer than it is solo, I've found. I've not tried the campaign play yet. Right, we're going to take this desert because we want that. And then we're going to take that castle for the portal. Oh, all these have got portals. Right, I don't need desert. The castle. Yeah, I might as well get the castle one. So put that there. So now I've got a castle. So what I can do is activate that, and that will let me swap these 2 round. So now I've got these 2 next to each other. I've got these 2 next to each other that are on the right terrain types, which is good. This is not going to be a very high scoring game. This is going to be a pretty low scoring game. There's no point getting a swamp because no, there's no point getting a swamp because that'll only be worth 1 point. There's no point in getting a cloud because the clouds are worth 7 points, but then you take away 1 point for every other type of terrain that you have on your board. So that'd be worth 7, down to 6 because of swamps, down to 5 because of the deserts, down to 4 because of the castles. So, I mean, to be fair, 4 points is not... It might, to be fair, that might be the better option. There's no point taking another desert because I've already got max points for deserts. Dungeons are worth 1 point plus 1 point for every side that has a different type of terrain next to it. So if I put that there, it's only going to get 3 points. So the cloud is actually the best option for me there. So yeah, we'll put the cloud in there. The minion's going to go on top and not score me anything. And that's it. That is the end of the game. I got 64 points, which I think is a pretty low score. So you go to score details and it shows you what you scored. So I got 10 points from castles, 4 from clouds, 20 from deserts, 9 from swamps. So that's 43 altogether for them. 6 points from mini bosses because I got 3 of those. 5 matching monsters. 4 for groups of monsters in lines. And then 6 points for my boss score because of the castles and the swamps. So it's one of those. Let me see if we play online. Can I play against like a random person, or so no? You have to play. Yeah, so you have to either like host a game or join a game. If anyone does want to play and gets it installed, I would be well up for playing on stream because it is more fun playing it multiplayer. And when the full game comes out and you can use all the sort of like cards that mess with each other and stuff, you can like make someone swap tiles with you and things like that, so it messes up their game and helps you and stuff. There's loads of cool stuff you can do. Obviously this is just a demo, so it's obviously a little bit like there's not loads on it, but I think it's pretty cool. We'll play a bigger game. We'll play a 4x4 one. Well, actually, let me have a look what the tile types were that they had said. So it's a 4x3 board, so we've got to play 4x3. Yeah, if Lapoon, let me know if you get it installed. Let me know. So random boss. So we'll play with boss and do that random. Terrain types: forest. Unselect all these. Forest, caves, camps, clouds, and swamps. His score was 64. And it's a random boss, so we'll randomize the boss. Okay. Let's see how we get on then. Let's see if we can beat 64 points. So our boss ability lets us, at the start of the turn, destroy 3 tokens on your map. So they're the different monsters of the tokens. And then when you draft that turn, you take 1 tile and then all 4 tokens. So basically, if you can see loads of tokens that you want, you could do that, get rid of a load of stuff and take cool stuff, and you can move stuff around a bit more. It's quite a cool ability. You score +1 for each band on your map that includes no matching monsters. So that's basically groups of monsters that don't match the tiles underneath them. So that's something to think about as well when we're placing stuff. Right, okay, so we want to be able to get as many bands as possible. So I'm going to avoid taking the dungeon, because you can't put monsters on dungeons. They could be worth 5 points if you play them right, but then you can't put a monster on top, so it limits how many points we can score from groups of monsters. So I'm going to avoid that. I will probably... let's take a cave. let's take a cave with a swamp guy. Because they don't match. And we could take the cloud with the swamp guy as well. Because that's, them two next to each other, that is a band. But neither of them are on matching tiles, so that's extra points. I shouldn't really need the portal because we're trying to put stuff on the wrong tiles. That should be easier then. So is it collab for multiplayer or do you score separately? You score separately. You each have your own island. You each have your own island, and then it's whoever scores the most points. But you alternate drafting. So it's a little bit different. Hopefully, it looks like Lapunu is downloaded, so I'll jump on with him once I finish this game. And we'll see how the multiplayer looks and works. So I think I'm going to take this one. We'll put it down over here. Again, we'll put that on there. Hopefully we'll get another swamp. No other swamps. We have got forest there, which I will put here. Pop that on. So ideally we want another swamp or a forest. I could take this one, although that's only worth 4 points now because of the extra tile types. It's the best option though, so yeah, we'll put that up here, because that makes that band bigger as well, because I've got a group of 3 there. Right, okay, so we do want another forest so we can score more on the tiles. But that is a matching monster type and we don't want matching ones. So I think I'm going to take the cave, put that here. And again, we've got a swamp monster, so that'll go across there. So that's another band. So currently we've got 2 bands that don't have any matching monsters, like matching tile types, which is good. Oh, there we go. We wanted that. We wanted a swamp and a camp monster, because that's another band, and 2 swamps next to each other scores more points, which is good. I don't really want to take camps at this point, just because it'll reduce how many points the clouds are worth. They're currently worth 4 each. If I take that 1 camp tile, that puts, also that's a mini boss. It doesn't count towards groups of monsters. I don't really want to take that. All that, to be fair. I could take the swamp, put it there. That's an extra 3 points and a portal just in case I need it. That makes the most sense, I think. I've got another cloud. Oh, I could take that cave, which will go there and score me. So caves are worth 1 point each, plus an extra 2 points if they're next to mountains. So that'll be worth 3 points if I put it up here. And I can put the cloud monster on it, which again is not matching, but it's another band there, so that's good. Right, okay, so what I'm going to do now is take the cloud, pop that there, and put that on there. Because again, that cloud's worth 4 points. I don't want to take a camp because it'll reduce how many points those cloud tiles are worth. So I could take the swamp. I can take the swamp, put that there, and the swamp minion will go in there for now. But I've got my portal, so I can move it to hopefully a cloud or a cave that goes there. Ideally, we'll get something here with a camp monster. We've got a forest. I don't want to take a... Oh, we've got a forest. We could take a forest. Forest would do. Right, what we'll do, we'll put that there. We will put the dragon on there, because that's another band. And we'll use the portal to move that swamp monster up there. Because it'll score me a 1 point for matching on that one. But it'll not take away this extra point from this band because it was matching on there, if that makes sense. I think that's everything. Because we've got 1 band, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's an extra 5 points from non-matching stuff. That shouldn't be too bad. I didn't use my boss ability at all. I just didn't bother. We'll skip that last portal use. 57. So I didn't score 64, unfortunately. But never mind. Right, let's get a multiplayer game set up. So if I go to host game. Oh, I could have hosted a public game, but I'll host a private game. There you go. There's the code, Lapunu. If you got the stream on still and can see. It's LJJEVM. Would the cave have scored more for the last tile being next to the mountain? It would have done, but the token that was on it probably wasn't as beneficial. You have to try and work out what's going to score you more points. Like, is it worth going after something with tokens, or is it worth going after something with tiles or whatever? So we'll see how the multiplayer looks and works on this. There we go, we've got Lapunu in. We'll play with bosses just because they're interesting enough. There you go, it looks like Lapunu's picked his token marker thing, I guess. Let's go. So this is a nice countdown so you can see. Oh, so I get to pick between these two. Okay. So that's the same one that I had last time. I'll take the same one. I'll take that one again. So then Lapunu, I guess, gets to pick his as well. Oh, that's the other thing as well. Neither of it. Well, Lapunu knows which boss I've got because I'm streaming, but you don't know what boss you've got until you use it and reveal it, which is quite cool. If you need to know any of the points, how they score or anything like that, if you hover over the terrain types at the bottom, it'll show you. So Lapunu's picked his, so now I'm... this is me, this is my map. Oh, can you not look at... Can I look at... Oh, I can click on there so I can look at Lapunu's map if I want to see what he's doing. So I don't know what boss he's got either. It's blanked out at the minute. So I'm going to pick... I'm going to pick a swamp as well. And I'm going to put that token on it so that it doesn't match. There we go. Back to Lapunu's turn. This is quite cool that it shows you each board as well, so you go back and forth and you can see them. I quite like that. I quite like as well, I mean, I don't know if this is something you can change in the settings when you're setting up games and stuff, but I quite like that there's no time limit ticking down, because this is a nice chill game that you can just play and you don't have to stress too much, like thinking, oh no, I need to go really quickly and whatever. I quite like that. The other thing I meant to mention as well is that this game, you can play with up to 5 players. Which like 5 players, like, it is really chaotic. I've played 4 player is the most I've played, and that was a hell of a lot of fun. So we've got no clouds come up yet, so I think I'm going to take a camp, and I'm going to try and get 4 camps. Camps score these points, but they all have to have different flags. So if you have 2 of the same colour flag on your camp, it doesn't score you the next bracket up. They all have to be different. But I'm going to take that and I pop it over here so it's not next to water. Because we've got swamps and caves, I don't want to block off any water or mountains if I can help it. The crystals that you can get, basically if you have a crystal in your layer, you've seen there's one here for the cloud ones. If you have the crystal, the matching terrain type, so this one is the cloud one. If you score an extra 1 point for every tile of that terrain type that's on your board. So if you took the cloud one and then you had like loads of cloud tiles, that would score you loads of extra points at the end of the game, which is cool. Right, okay, I'm going to take this forest one because I can put that dragon next to my other dragon. Although I should have put it up there, really, because that swamp's now only going to be worth 1 point because I've blocked it off from... I mean, I could put another swamp next to the mountain, but again, that one, they'd only be worth 2 points each instead of 3, so that was very silly. I should have put it next to the mountain. Very silly thing to do. That was me rushing because I was like, ooh, dragon. This is a really cool game to play as well. Like, again, playing the board game version, it's been a lot of fun to play. Like, just it's one of those games that you can imagine like getting a few friends round, just playing loads of games of this, different terrain types each time and whatever. You know, get some pretzels or crisps or something and a couple of beers. So also as well, I just want to say I can't oversell how nice the packaging is for the board game version of this. The box and everything is the box is like has a nice compartments and stuff for all the different tiles and things, which is like very satisfying. Very much appreciated. Right, I'm gonna take a cloud and put him there with the dragon. So that's another band there. Okie dokie. I'm gonna take a cloud again, because that's another dragon. To pick in stuff like deserts, which score loads if you have loads of them next to each other, and clouds, which score more if you have not many other types of tiles. It's always risky picking them quite early on, because you never know. Like, you might pick one early on, and then you might end up with all the other terrain types on your board, and at that point, that tile is worth like not many points. Whereas if you could play a game like I had the other day, where I had like 10 cloud tiles on my board, I scored a ridiculous amount. We'll take a camp because that's a blue flag, and we've not got a blue flag. I haven't got any other swampy boys, so we'll put this one. We'll put it here, and hopefully we'll get another swampy monster that we can put either one side of that or the other. So that's the other thing as well. There's only a set amount of each tile, like terrain type. So there's 12 tiles for each terrain type. So I can look now and I can go, Lapunu's got 3 cloud tiles, and I've got 2 cloud tiles, so I know that there's only 7 left out of the full stack of tiles. So I know that it's obviously the more tiles are on, the less likely you are to pull one out. I'm gonna take the mountain or cave, sorry. Put that there next to that cave, and put the little goblin on there, so that's another band, another group of monsters, but none of them match. See, I kind of want the camp because it'll score. That's like an extra 5 points that it'll score me, but that mini boss won't do anything for me. Right, I'll take that. I'll pop it down here, and I'll put the mini boss on there. Just because it's like an extra 5 points, it's kind of worth it, even if the monster's not doing anything for me. See, sometimes as well, you can get too caught up in trying to do your boss's like score thing, that it actually detracts away from what you would score if you just played normally. So here I'm gonna take the other cave, and yeah, I'm gonna take the other cave and pop it. No, you know what? I'm gonna take the cloud, and I'll put the cloud up there, and I've now got a portal if I need to move stuff around, so that's handy. But I'm not going to use it right now because I don't need to. But I just really like the, it's the same with Boss Monster and with Overboss. I really like the aesthetic of the game, like the sort of art style of it. Overboss especially is like a really, really cool card game. Right, okay, so... Destroy... Alright, so it is destroy 3 tokens, which I don't... It's not going to benefit me at all, that one. I've already got a blue flag, so that camp is no good for me. But what I can do is take one of these caves, I guess, and put it there, because it's next to a mountain, and then that's another band there of the little kobold things. This swamp boy is down here by himself. What I might end up doing either next turn or the turn after is swapping him with something up here, because there's a cloud empty up there that I could put him on, where he might score me something. We'll see what other monsters we end up taking from these next couple of rounds. You can only use like 1 portal per turn, so if I had multiple portals, I think Matt might actually beat me here. I think Lapunu might win because he's got 3 swamps worth 3 points each there. He's got 1, 3, 6 for his forests. His clouds are all worth 4 points each. He's got a dungeon that's worth 4 points. Only 1 band though. Only 1 group of 2 kobolds. But they are matching monsters as well. Ah, see, he's took a camp. Oh, he's drawing twice as well, because he's used his King Croak. That's a good one to use on the last turn as well, because you weren't going to go again anyway. Because what you do is you draw twice and then you skip your next turn. But that's then his last turn now, so it doesn't matter. But taking those 2 camps has scored him 4 points for the 2, but then all these are worth 3 instead of 4 each. So it's swings and roundabouts with stuff like that. So what have we got? I could take another cave, but I've only got water spaces left. I could take another forest, which would score me an extra couple of points. I haven't got another camp bad guy. I think we'll take the forest. And we'll see. I'll put him. I'll put him there for now, I guess. All right, we'll see what we get. So I got another. That's another camp. That's good. So I think what I'll do is I'll take the camp. Pop that there, because that gets me the full 16 points now for camps, because I've got 4 that have all got different flags. And what we'll do is we'll put that on there, because it's not going to be in a band anyway, but it is a matching monster, so it gets me an extra point. And this one again is not in a band, but if I pop it on there, that's an extra point because it matches. I don't really need to move anything else. Yeah, everything else is kind of fine. So I'll skip. And we'll see what the points are. Oh! 1 point in it. 1 point in it. Oh, it kicks. Does it kick you out of the lobby? Oh, it kicks you out of the lobby. That was very close though. I don't know if you want to play again, Lapunu. I am well up for playing another game because I really like Overboss. I'll set up one anyway because I'm presuming it'll be a private game. It's weird that I hope that's not in the the final game where it kicks you out the lobby. Because especially if you've got like a group of like 5 people playing. It's irritating to have to get all 5 people back in every time rather than just staying in. UWPUCB is the code. I just realised it's like kind of cut off on. There you go. He's in. Right, we'll play another game. Okie dokie. So I'm assuming that it randomizes the tiles and stuff at the start because I didn't pick them last time. Yes, we've got different terrain types now this time. So I can either pick the one that Matt had last time, which is draft twice in 1 turn and skip your next turn and score +2 for each dungeon on your map. Or I can discard and restock all tokens in the market. For every 4 or more of the same monster type on your map, score +4. So that's good if I get a lot of the same monster type. I think I might take this one though. Right, so no brilliant picks so far. What have we got? We've got camps, caves, clouds, deserts, and graves. Graves are quite fun because they have a value of either 1 to 3 each. But then whoever has the most grave tiles at the end of the game gets an extra +5 points. And whoever has the second most gets an extra 2 points. So sometimes it might be worth taking a low scoring tile because it means you've got more tiles and you'll get an extra 5 points instead of 2. But for this one, I'm going to take the desert with no swamps. So I'm just going to... We have got caves there. So I'm going to put this in front of some water because I don't need the water for the swamps. And we'll slap that on. I'll be playing regularly for this one, so I'll be trying to match monsters to the terrain type underneath because that gets you extra points rather than trying the opposite, which is what I had to do with the last boss that I had. So, I could go for I'm going to go for the cloud. Pop that there. Cheers, Cat Cave Hobbies. Thanks for tuning in. I'll catch you next time, dude. To be fair, the stream, we'll probably play this game, and I'll probably be calling the stream there. I knew it was going to be a short stream today, just because I'm doing something a little bit different. But I just really wanted to play a bit more of this demo and show it off to a few of you guys, because I quite like this game. Once the full game comes out, or to be fair, even while the demo's still on, I might set up a couple of evenings and just put the room link in Discord, and if people want to play, it'd be cool to get some games going. Let's take a cloud. Pop it there, because I don't need the water. Take another cloud. Could really do with getting a portal at some point. Yeah, I could really do with getting a portal. To be fair, a couple of portal. Just about to head up to download it. Got to remember my Steam password. Looks like it could be a good mobile game. To be fair, I think if it does alright on Steam, they probably will do a mobile version, because it's not particularly like graphically heavy or anything like that. And it could work pretty well on mobile, to be honest. We need to organise a get together of a few people and just play the board game version, because it's a lot of fun. Right, let's take that. Yeah, I really need a portal. Looks fun. Thanks for showing it off. No problem, man. It's like I say, it's one of those that I sort of came across it when we went. In fact, I found this when we met up in Nottingham at Dice Cup. I saw it on the shelf there, and I was like, "Oh, that looks brilliant!" It's Overboss, but it's a boss monster, but the board game. So I thought that it would be pretty cool. I'm kind of torn now. I really need a portal. I'm going to have to take that. That means that all of them are going to be worth 1 less point each. I think I know what boss Matt's got. I'm sure there's a boss where you get extra points for groups of 3 terrain. Put that there. So I'm going to score quite well on tiles, but not on monsters by the looks of things. Because I really needed at least 1 portal just to move some stuff around. Right, okay. So yeah, like monsters, I've got a band there, a band there. That's it. But I've scored quite well, tile-wise. I know which one Matt's taking. He's going to take this one here. Yep. Although both his crystals don't do anything for him because he's got no deserts or clouds. But he's got 4 sets of 3 there, so that's a good score. There you go, 2 points. Lapunu wins the game. Let's have a look at score details just to see where. So yeah, Matt, he scored 12 for his boss score, whereas I didn't score any. I didn't take any dungeons at all. But tile score, I scored 51 compared to 35. So token score I did badly on though. I didn't get anywhere near enough bands together. I had all the tokens there, I just couldn't get them in the right place. There we go. Good game. Good game. And with that, where am I? With that, there we go. 9 o'clock. Shorter stream today, but I hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you for those of you that have hung around and watched something a little bit different than me waffling on about miniatures for a change. If I'm honest, I've done a lot of miniatures related stuff over the last week. And I just needed a break and to do something different. And to be fair, I needed to do a stream because I wanted to do a stream, but I just wanted to do a shorter one. So I hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you very much for tuning in. If you enjoyed the stream, leave us a like, leave us a comment. If you're watching back in the future, let me know what you think as well in the comments. Check out Patreon, check out affiliate links if you want to help support us. And yeah, that's going to do it for this evening. I'll catch you on the Discord. I'll try and be more active now that I'm not mega super busy. I'm just normal super busy. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys, and I will catch you for the next one. I'll see you then.